In last week's video, I showed you how to buy Bitcoin for the very first time if you were new to cryptocurrency. Now, what usually happens when someone is new to cryptocurrency, they learn how to buy Bitcoin, and then the first thing they want to do is buy some altcoins so they can make more profit than they can by buying Bitcoin. So in this video, I'm going to talk you through step by step how to buy altcoins and some of the things to keep in mind as you go through this process. So this is the Bitcoin chart, and as we suggested in last week's video, we have now broke all-time highs. So what usually happens after Bitcoin makes its run is altcoins come to the party a few days later or a week or two later. So altcoins are going to be popping off at the moment. So that is where you're going to make the most money from your investment. So that's what we're going to talk you through in this video, how to invest into these altcoins. Now, just before I jump into it, if you are on Twitter, make sure you follow me at Darren the Degen. I post on there all of my crypto calls and my NFT calls, and also the odd meme as well. So make sure you follow me on there. We only started building the Twitter community a week or two ago, and we're up to nearly 200 followers. So hopefully I'll see you guys on Twitter. In most instances, buying altcoins is a bit more complicated than just buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin is available on many exchanges and is often available in other places as well. Whereas a lot of the altcoins, especially the smaller ones, you have to go through a few more steps to be able to buy them. So let's go back to last week's video as an example. We talked about using someone like Coinbase to buy some Bitcoin. Now you will find some of the large altcoins such as Ethereum, Cardano, they'll be on those exchanges. But often people want to get into the smaller altcoins, and those aren't available on exchanges such as Coinbase. So I'm going to talk you through this in this video, some of the things you can keep in mind as you do this. So the first thing you're going to need to do is actually to get your own digital wallet. So the digital wallet will allow you to interact with lots of different exchanges so that you can buy these altcoins, because the altcoins aren't on the main exchanges. So the main wallet that people will use, and you've probably heard about already, is Metamask. So this will work with any Chromium-based browser such as Chrome, Firefox, even Microsoft Edge. So it will work with most modern browsers. So I've downloaded Firefox this morning so I can set up a fresh version rather than have to mess about with my Chrome version. So go to metamask.io and click download. And we're going to download it for Firefox. And depending on which browser you're using, it will go to the relevant store. So we're going to the Firefox browser add-ons, but if not, if you're on Edge, you'll go to the Microsoft store. If you're on Chrome, you'll go to the Google Chrome store, and then install Metamask into your browser as an extension that works directly from within the browser. Now, once Metamask has installed, you'll see the Metamask icon, which is a little fox, appear in this top right corner. So if you click on that, it will then ask you to set up Metamask for the first time. So I'm just going to talk you through this process. It's very, very simple. There's one important thing you need to do when you go through this installation process. So let's go through this together. So click the Get Started button. Now, if you already have a Metamask and you're reinstalling it on a new device or in a different browser, then you want to import your wallet, and that's when you're going to need your secret recovery phrase, which is the most important thing you need when setting up this wallet. So in this instance, and this is what you guys will probably be doing, is creating a brand new wallet. So choose create a wallet. And Metamask will ask you if you want to opt in to sharing some of your data. I always choose no thanks and just crack on with the installation process. So the next thing you need to do is set up a secure password. So I'm just going to pop mine in now, and then tick the box and choose create. Now at this point, they will give you a video that you can watch about a secure wallet. We don't need to watch this, you guys can if you want to, but just click next, and then they're going to give you your secret recovery phrase. So this will be around 20 words that you need to make a physical copy of, or I'd recommend making a physical copy of. So I usually print this out and then give it to someone so it's not in my house. So that completely detaches the security risk. But of course, some people don't want to do that. Some people just take a picture of it on their phone, or maybe they save it in a Word document on their PC. However risk averse you feel, choose what is right for you. I personally print it out and store it away from my house. So click reveal, and that will give you the words you need. But this is so important because if you lose this recovery phrase and then you need to reinstall Metamask, without the recovery phrase, you cannot reinstall it, and there is no one that will help you. So you will lose those coins, you will lose your investment. So this is probably the best piece of advice for anyone getting into crypto. When you set up a digital wallet, make sure you're backing up your secret recovery phrase somewhere safe, because if you lose it, you will lose all money associated with that wallet. So I've just printed out my recovery phrase, and this is what you'll see, something like that in front of you. So I'd recommend you do the same and then hit the next button. And then on the next screen, you'll have to confirm your secret recovery phrase so they can check you've actually made a backup. And they'll present all of the keywords in boxes. Just click them in the correct order to create the phrase that you've just backed up. And then you'll be able to click the confirm button. And that's it, you're all done. Your MetaMask is installed and ready to go. So to access your MetaMask, click on the icon in the top right corner and you'll see some news. Just close that. This is the MetaMask interface. This is what you'll get familiar with. So let me just talk you through very quickly what you'll see here. So at the top, you have the networks. So you can interact with different blockchains. So there are blockchain networks which have multiple coins on them. So let's, for example, the Ethereum mainnet. The Ethereum coin is ETH. There's also lots of different tokens. So there's thousands of different altcoin tokens on Ethereum. So you have to make sure you're using the correct network for the type of altcoin you want to buy. The other one you'll be using is Binance Smart Chain. That is a big one as well. And we're going to add that in a moment as a custom network. So I'll come back to that in a moment. You've also got your account. So you can have multiple accounts, but the key thing here, this is your wallet address. So if you click copy, that will copy this hidden code here or the hidden wallet address there, and you can use that for your transfer. So the key thing you need to know is your wallet has a unique address, and that is what you need to transfer assets from one wallet to another or from one exchange to your wallet. So this is where you copy that from. This is the current balance for the coin you've got selected. So by default, the only coin on here at the moment is Ethereum, but as we buy more altcoins, we'll add them in here by choosing import tokens, and then you'll see them all listed so you can see all of the assets within your wallet. And then when you've made some transactions, you'll be able to see that under the activity tab. So that's a very loose overview of MetaMask. So let's say, for example, you want to buy an altcoin that isn't on, for example, Coinbase. Maybe it's on Ethereum, so it's an Ethereum-based coin, but it's not on Coinbase. So what we'll do, we'll go to a website called CoinGecko. This is where you'll find pretty much all coins. And then on this site, you can search for that particular altcoin and use the information there to be able to carry out the transaction. So let's take one of the coins that I tweeted about earlier in the week. This is one I got a nice 2x out of, so it's quite a nice investment. This one's called UFO. So let's go to this altcoin. Now, this is not available on Coinbase, so you have to do it yourself and go via these kind of more obscure exchanges which aren't accessible from Coinbase or Binance. So once you've found the particular coin on CoinGecko, there are 3 pieces of information you want. The first one is the contract address. So this is how you actually add the coin to MetaMask. Now, CoinGecko also very kindly have this add to MetaMask button. So if I click this, this will add UFO to MetaMask. So as you can see here, we now have got Ethereum listed and UFO, and you can do this for all the altcoins that you're considering buying. So that's a really nice feature that CoinGecko allow you to do. The next thing I want you to do is to look at this bit here, and that is the Explorers. Now this one says Etherscan, which we know means it's going to be on Ethereum. If it says BSC scan, we know it's on Binance instead, and some of them are listed on both Ethereum and Binance, and in which case I'd always recommend buying it on Binance, as the fees will be a lot lower because the Ethereum gas fees are crazy high. So if you have the choice between the two, always go with Binance because it will save you on those transaction fees. But this is very straightforward, this one. This one is on Ethereum, so I don't have to worry about converting my Ethereum to anything fancy. I can just buy this directly with Ethereum. The next thing you want to do is scroll down, and at the bottom, it will tell you what exchanges it is available on. So ignore the ones at the top. These are always sponsored. So the key thing here is Uniswap. Uniswap is the main decentralized exchange for Ethereum. So a centralized exchange is someone like Coinbase, whereas a decentralized one is Uniswap. So Uniswap will cover a lot of the altcoins. So you can see here on Uniswap that UFO is paired with wrapped ETH. So it's wrapped with Ethereum. So if you take Ethereum from MetaMask, go to Uniswap, you should be able to buy UFO, no issues, on Uniswap with your Ethereum. So just to talk you through that process briefly, what we need to do now is actually get some Ethereum from somewhere like Coinbase into your MetaMask wallet. So like I said, if you go to MetaMask first and copy your address here, this is your Ethereum address for this wallet. So I go here and choose copy. And then what I'm going to do now is take you over to Coinbase and actually withdraw some Ethereum. I'll show you how to withdraw some Ethereum to this address. So if you watched my video last week, I showed you how to use Coinbase Pro. So if you haven't seen that, I'd recommend checking out the video after this video. So in the top right corner, just go to portfolio, and this will show you all of the coins you've currently got. And then just click on the withdraw button. So we're going to be withdrawing Ethereum. So I'll click on ETH here, and we're going to be withdrawing to a crypto address. We're not going back to coinbase.com. We're actually withdrawing this to a crypto address. So click on this button here. And then what they'll ask you to do is to enter the unique Ethereum address that you want to actually transfer this to. So copy and paste that address from your MetaMask wallet. So I'm just going to pop in mine there. You can see here it's popped up a valid ETH address. You choose how much you want to withdraw. So let's say I was going to transfer 0.1 Ethereum. It will tell you how much they're going to charge you to do that, and then choose withdraw. And once you've done that, it'll probably take maybe 30 seconds, sometimes a bit longer, because these centralized exchanges can be quite slow with this. But once that's done, that will then appear in your Metamask wallet, and then you'll be able to use that to trade on these exchanges. So if we go back to Uniswap, which is what we said was the exchange we want to actually buy this UFO. So we go to Uniswap, choose the launch app button, and then we're going to connect our wallet. So we're connecting our Metamask wallet to this decentralized exchange. So connect to a wallet, then we're going to choose Metamask, and then it's going to ask you to authorize it. So just choose next. Yes, you agree. And now you're good to start trading on Uniswap. So we know we want to buy some UFO. So search for UFO. You're going to import that token into the list, and then we're going to be using our Ethereum to buy that. So I didn't actually transfer any ETH at that point. I was just showing you as an example. Otherwise, I was going to get hit with a transfer fee. And then all you need to do is enter the amount of UFO you want to buy, and that would then be purchased with the Ethereum that you just transferred from Coinbase or whichever exchange you were using to your Metamask wallet. Then once you'd purchased that UFO, you would then actually see the UFO credited to your account. So that is how you do a very simple withdrawal of Ethereum from somewhere like Coinbase to your Metamask wallet to then go on and buy something on Uniswap. Now, another network that you'll be using quite a lot is Binance. Binance is one of the biggest smart chains, and it does have an awful lot of altcoins on there. So the first thing we want to do is actually add this as a custom network to Metamask, because at the moment, you can see here, Smart Chain doesn't exist. So what we need to do is add it as a custom RPC. So we choose that. And then what we can do is we can jump onto Google very quickly and just pop in Binance and then Metamask, and that should give you the information you need. So let's just pick the top site. We'll look at the details here. Where do we go? So there we are. These are the details we need. So we want the RPC URL. You can see it's called Smart Chain. So we just add this in as a custom RPC. We know it's called Smart Chain. We've got the custom RPC URL that we've just copied and pasted. Chain ID is 56 and the symbol is BNB. Then we've got the block explorer as well, which is where it will pull through all of the transaction history from. Then choose save, and then you'll be able to see that it's been added as a custom network. So you can flick back to Ethereum if you want, or you can go to the Binance Smart Chain. You can see all you've got on there is BNB, which is the coin for Binance Smart Chain. You'll notice your address is actually still the same for both Ethereum and for BNB, which is quite useful to know. But let's go back to Smart Chain. So let's imagine you've got a account with Coinbase. That's where you've used to convert your traditional money into some sort of cryptocurrency, but you found a particular coin. Let's go back to CoinGecko, for example. There's one called Virtual Poker, which is VPP. Now this is available on Ethereum and on Binance, and I'm actually invested in this coin, and I'm invested via Binance. And like I said earlier, the fees are much lower. So you can choose to add it there to MetaMask, but if you do, that will add the Ethereum version instead. We click on the three dots and we choose this one here, so we're adding it as the Binance version instead. So choose that. This will add VPP as a custom token to the Binance version of your MetaMask. So we can see, we go back to Smart Chain, we've got BNB and VPP. So the next thing to do is go back to CoinGecko. I know this sounds like a lot of steps, but once you've done this a couple of times, it's really straightforward. And if you need to watch this again, just pause this video and rewatch it a couple of times. Then we scroll down and we need to see what it's paired with. So this is on Pancakeswap, which is basically the Uniswap equivalent on Binance. So Uniswap is for Ethereum and Pancakeswap is for Binance. So we can see on here, VPP is paired with BNB. So we need some BNB in our MetaMask wallet to be able to buy some VPP tokens. So what I would usually do on Coinbase is buy a stable coin, something like USDT or Tether, and then transfer that from Coinbase to Binance. And then on Binance, use that Tether to buy BNB, then send the BNB to MetaMask and then use that to buy the VPP. Now I know that sounds really complicated, but it's actually quite straightforward. So let's imagine you're on Coinbase, you've got maybe £100 or so and you want to buy some Tether. So we come down, we find the Tether here, or you can just go on to trade and then you can actually search for Tether directly from the trading pair. So let's say we want to buy some USDT and we've got GBP in our wallet. So depending on what country you're in, choose the relevant pairing. So we're going to buy some USDT that we can transfer to Binance. We'd come on here and choose how much we want to buy and choose place by order. And once you've got that USDT, we want to transfer that to Binance. So this is the same process as we just showed you with Ethereum. So we go back to the portfolio page, but before we make the transfer, we need to go to Binance first and actually get the wallet address that we're going to be sending from Coinbase to Binance. So that's the wallet address for Binance that we're going to be using. So go to binance.com or wherever you are, use the relevant site, go to wallet and go to fiat and spot. And then on here, because we're going to be sending USDT, you want to come down and find USDT Tether. There we go. And then on the right hand side, choose deposit. And this will then allow you to get the address that you want for this transfer. So we're depositing this to the Binance Smart Chain. This will give us a unique address that we can use to copy and put directly into Coinbase Pro to carry out that transfer. So we make a copy of that. We go back to Coinbase. We go to the top right corner. We choose withdraw. And we go through the same process as we just did with Ethereum, but this time for USDT. So USDT, we're then going to send it to a crypto address. So we paste in that address we just took from Binance. Then we send over the amount of Tether that we want to send from Coinbase to Binance. So let's go back to Binance now. And then all you need to do on Binance is go to trade and convert. And hopefully what would have happened after maybe a minute or two is your Tether would have arrived. So from the top here, we're going to use our Tether balance. As you can see, it's already pre-selected, but I'll just search anyway to show you how it works. And then at the bottom, we're going to be buying BNB because that is the coin we're going to need to buy VPP, if you remember from what we saw on CoinGecko earlier. So you buy the amount of BNB you want, and then once you've done that, we then need to transfer the BNB from Binance to your Metamask wallet. So let's go back over to Metamask. We'll copy your address, which is the same as your ETH address, but it doesn't matter. We'll copy the BNB one from here. And then what we're going to do is transfer this from Binance to your MetaMask wallet. So if we go back to your wallet and go to fiat and spot again, and then we'll come down and find this time you'll have some BNB. So at the moment I've got a minimal amount of BNB, but you guys will have much more as you've just bought some using the USDT that you transferred. Then click the withdraw button. And this is where you'd enter your address. So I'll pop in the address I just copied from MetaMask. And you can see here it's automatically selected the Binance Smart Chain. Choose how much you want to withdraw. And then a few moments later that will appear. And then what we'd do is go to Pancakeswap. And you'd have to connect your wallet as well. So just like on Uniswap, you connect your wallet on Pancakeswap. So we're going to connect our MetaMask wallet. And what you'll be able to do is in MetaMask, you'll be able to see the amount of BNB you have just sent from Binance to your MetaMask wallet. And then we're going to use that to buy some VPP. Now, once your wallet is connected, click on the Trade Now button. Choose the currency you want to buy from. So BNB is already selected and we want to buy some VPP. Now, sometimes you'll want to buy an altcoin that doesn't actually exist already within this list. So choose the Manage Token button and then click on Tokens here. Now, what you want to do is go back to CoinGecko and then grab the contract address. So click on the three dots. We want the Binance contract address, not the Ethereum contract address. So click on Copy here, go back to Pancakeswap, paste in that address, and that will add that as a custom token. So when I click Import, I should now be able to buy some VPP. And once you've gone through that process, the VPP will appear in your wallet. So that is how you buy altcoins, whether you're on Ethereum altcoins or Binance altcoins, and depending on which exchange you're using. The key thing to keep in mind is you're using these centralized exchanges such as Coinbase to actually convert your traditional money into some sort of cryptocurrency. Then depending on what cryptocurrency or altcoin you want to buy, you have to find out what it's paired with. So if it's paired with Ethereum, it's much easier. If it's paired with something like BNB, then you need to convert to BNB first. So hopefully this video will show you some of the possible steps. It took me a long time to learn this process. I know there's an awful lot to take in this video, so I'd recommend watching it back when you actually go through this process. If you found this useful, I'd really appreciate it. Hit that like button. It makes a big difference to the videos. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't seen my beginner's guide on how to buy Bitcoin and how to get set up with Coinbase Pro, I recommend checking that out. And if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you follow me at Darren the Degen. And I'll see you guys in the next video.